breaking news from Real America's Voice.
We are back with breaking news just into our Real America's Voice, American Sunrise newsroom, California Representative Nancy Pelosi, the Democrat and former House Speaker, says that she will not be running for re-election next year, effectively ending her career in Congress. Obviously, this had been rumored in the past, and it wasn't necessarily big news after those rumors, but now it's official with Nancy Pelosi saying she will not be running for re-election. And again, that virtually ends her career in Congress. We'll continue to have more coverage on this particular developing story throughout the day here on Real America's Voice. But now let's bring in Dr. Gina, David, Emily to talk a bit more about this. We were talking in the break, Dr. Gina, and you and I were like, this isn't new news because it had been rumored. Yeah. It had been rumored, but again, now it's official, and I guess it's important to say that she has now officially said that.
Goodbye. No. I mean, the sad truth is what I believe the congressman very eloquently outlined, and that is that the party has moved to the left of Nancy Pelosi. And that should send a chill down all of our spines. I mean, The fact that Nancy Pelosi is too old school, too moderate for her party now, tells us exactly the level of socialism, communism that has taken over the left of politics, David.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, your in cue was goodbye, your out cue was goodbye. And that was pretty much the deal. So I'm looking at a statement from Nancy Pelosi, and this kind of sums it up. Listen to this. You'll get a kick out of this. This is her speaking, quote, "There has been no greater honor for me than to stand on the House floor and say, I speak for the people of San Francisco." And you know what? Truer words were never spoken or have never been spoken, because that is for dang sure, because she ain't speaking for the American people, Emily.
No, she certainly isn't. And Gina, I'll say your goodbye a little bit differently. See ya, Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she has literally been in politics longer than I've been alive. Let that sink in.
I think she might have been in politics longer than any of us have been alive, so there's that.
It's crazy. She is the face of the swamp. This is usually the time in the show where we talk about draining the swamp, and thank God she is out.
Yeah.
You know what? Not to be ageist, and I'm going to go there. I may get in trouble for it.
Be careful, because don't forget our president has an age too.
Yeah, and don't forget my age.
all that.
Don't forget David.
I knew I was going to get in trouble for that. I should have just shut up, but it's just not in me. I know, I didn't even get my... But it's time for Nancy Pelosi and others who are aged to go ahead and let a new generation come in and to go ahead and move out. I'm sorry, it might not be a popular perspective, but I think it's time to go. There are a number of people, including Mitch McConnell, who have just been around Congress way too long. They've overstayed their welcome, and I think it's time to move on. Nancy Pelosi,
I know who you're thinking about.
Deuces.
You're thinking about Chuck Grassley.
Okay, all right. Well, you brought it up. I was going to, yes, him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, yes. I feel that way. I'm sorry. That's my position. You can whip me if you'd like, but I stand on that.
The really horrible things she said about Donald Trump are so unjust. And if you really look back to J6, that falls right at Nancy's feet. All of the hell that all of us went through because of J6, and especially our J6ers. Nothing is more loud and clear to me than that. But the things that the lives that she turned upside down, the people that died because of the action and inaction of Nancy Pelosi, because she did not want that congressional vote to take place that day. That's why all of this happened. That's why she turned down the federal help that President Trump offered. That's why this was. All of that lays at her feet. And I will never personally forget what she did to our country, what she put us through during J6 and COVID. Just horrendous, like literally criminal.
Listen, when she goes finally into the afterlife, if you will, when she goes there, you know what's going to be...
We're already sending her out the pasture.
Sorry, but when she goes, you know what's going to be worse than her being in Congress? Let me tell you, sorry. You know what's going to be worse than her being in Congress? I'm sorry, Gina. You shouldn't have done that. But What's going to be worse is all of the accolades and all of the, oh my gosh, I'm going to throw up in my mouth. I mean, it's going to be just, she's going to be canonized, lionized, ostracized. No, she won't be ostracized. Oh my, so many other ized. Oy.
Yeah, we better take a vacation that day because we don't know we kind of don't know how to handle those shows when someone does pass on and we're all like, we can't really say anything because we can't say anything nice, so we just kind of can't say because none of us here are liars like that. We just can't do it. But David, you just saved Terrence all the criticism because he was going to be an ageist until you became a deathist or whatever that was right there.
Yes, thank you, David, for saving me. Like, I said she's way too old. You say she's two toes in the grave. So thank you.
We're terrible. All right, I'm going to repent.
We'll be all new hosts tomorrow. We hope y'all enjoyed it.
I'm going.
And Emily's like, I don't know what to do.
I guess see a David too. I don't know. Yeah, right off the screen.
All right. Actually, let's just hold that shot right there. That's a beautiful shot. Coming up, we are headed down to Wall Street for the opening bell and for a look at the big-time investors and what they're thinking about as it relates to the Supreme Court and that big case against President Trump's tariff powers. Those conversations and so much more right after the break.